Pisces soul family, what it do? Hope you guys are happy to see me because I'm happy that you're here. It's your girl Empress 777 here today with a general love message for my Pisces gang. Okay, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs, of course. These messages are general, so they may or may not resonate. Just take what does and leave the rest. Y'all know how this goes. If you're new here and you don't know how this goes, please take a look around. Okay, I do upload for you guys quite often, so go ahead and click that subscribe button as well as the notification bell. And if you don't mind, guys, so that we can grow as we're supposed to and people can know that we're here, that we up in this bitch, please click that like button. It's free. Just go in and do that. We do not have a pre-shuffle message. They actually don't want me to run my mouth too much. I know some of y'all like, thank you, Jesus. Okay, well, we're gonna get right into it then. All right. I didn't even have much energy that was coming through during the meditation. Wow, do I take all of those? Look at... Well, then this is why they didn't want me to say nothing. Okay. All right. So what they're screaming at me with this card is somebody is sort of second guessing their decision. Okay, so this is possibly somebody who decided to either move a certain way in this connection or treat you in a certain way. Was there a bit of breadcrumbing going on here? Do we have a little bit of a Hansel and Gretel type of love story? Like, who's signing up for that? Okay, all right. And that wasn't supposed to happen. Okay. It's a bit of a power struggle. I don't feel like you were struggling for power in this situation. You're very, very sure of yourself and you have a lot of control in all other aspects of your life. So you don't have to manipulate and do underhanded things to finesse control out of a situation, especially not a relationship. Okay. Yeah, that is definitely... Why would they do this? Okay, so we do have a bit of an emotional lunatic on our hands, you guys, okay? Was this person breadcrumbing? You just let me know that down in the description box. I just keep hearing that. Hansel and Gretel. Okay, like they were kind of leading you down this pathway. The destination was definitely to their heart. I do feel like this is somebody who definitely has feelings for you, but the way they went about things is very toxic. That just goes without saying, okay? Wow. And the fact that so this person has a bit of a skewed way of thinking of things, because I feel like you were accepting those breadcrumbs for a little bit. Don't do me, Pisces. I love you, please. It's not a lie, okay? It was always with the intention, though, to allow this person to warm up to the idea of being exclusive, being in a relationship, having another person to take on, right? A partnership. Everybody doesn't just fall in line and is able to play the role immediately. And because you had feelings for this individual, you allowed them a bit of leniency when it came to how they were showing up. So the breadcrumbs were accepted, okay? With the idea that they would rev it up and eventually give you the whole fucking bakery that they were holding on to. Okay, this is why it feels manipulative, because this person had the resources. They had the ability to give you everything that you were asking for. Yet and still, they wanted to starve you to death and just give you little by little, hoping that you would just be like, please give me more. You know, I'm starving. I need some more, right? That is the control factor that keeps people attached to something that is literally not serving a purpose. It's not feeding you. There's no sustenance. There's no foundation. There's no nutrients. You get literally nothing for it. It's empty calories. Stressing you out, making you fat as fuck. Just empty calories. For the love. Yeah. You said fuck love, right? What's love got to do with it? When I'm sitting here, I'm now at my wit's end, or at least you were. You changed the status of this relationship, okay? This may be someone this is a person who is not able to be alone, okay? This is like a serial monogamer. Serial monogamous? I don't know, shit. This person always have to be in a relationship, or they're always dating someone. They're always in connection with someone. They're always. But the fact that they're able to move on so fast or have had many, right? The quantity is very high. The quality, though. Quality control said them birds and bitches wasn't nothing. They wasn't worth nothing. Oh, but you, right? This connection hit them on the head like a ton of bricks. Okay, now they're questioning whether or not this is love. These emotions are spiraling out of control. You're no longer accepting the breadcrumbs, right? And possibly, even if they come towards you with 3 bakeries, okay, with a lifetime supply of bread, the whole loaf, if you want that bitch, it might just be too late. Why did you do that? I'm talking to your person now. Why did you do that? If it's one thing about a Pisces, okay, even when you was dealing with this person, you had exes hitting you up. Hey, you still single? Hey, you know what I'm saying? You want to see what's up? You trying to go out to eat? You want to go out? Like, let's link up. Very personal, very extroverted. You're able to be friends with exes. You know what I'm saying? You're able to definitely keep platonic relationships platonic to you, but these are connections that they still trying to get in. You know what I'm saying? They still trying to be your main thing, your main squeeze. They waiting, just waiting for you to say that you over this shit before they be like, well, what's up? Can you marry me? I got a ring in the glove compartment right now. So just don't understand why this person will hold on to everything that they had. You were supposed to come out with the ace of spades, bitch. You were supposed to come out with the big guns to tie this shit down. They really played themselves. Like, man. It's a toxic attachment style that this individual has. The quantity of individuals that they were dealing with never quite brought the feelings out of them. And they might not have even developed feelings for you as fast as you develop feelings for them. But now how the tables have turned, how things have just changed. I feel like this person is willing to risk it all. They're willing to really show up and give you whatever it is that you could literally write out a whole list of shit for them to do, give, say, be. And they're like, you got it. Check, 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 check. So why could you not do this in the beginning? It's always the ones who realize what they are now missing out on. I don't understand. It could have been the fact that you chose less than what you deserved made this person believe that they were more than you deserved. I don't understand. Like, I'm just confused. It's something about how you change the dynamics of this relationship that now has this person seeing your quality crystal clear. It's crystal clear to them all of the sudden. Yeah, so that's what I'm hearing intuitively. That could have definitely been the case. I'm not saying you settled, but what you were settling for in this relationship had this person confused and bewildered. They didn't recognize what you had just on the outside. That people was hitting you up in your DMs. As soon as you post a picture, your DMs is flooded. Okay? Hey, big head, 2 o'clock in the morning. You know what I'm saying? They didn't realize that there was competition on the outside. And never mind that, they just didn't realize the caliber of person in which they were dealing with. Okay? They were just so caught up on this game. It's a habit of theirs. Okay? Give a little bit at a time. Feed a little bit. But show what I have so you can see the potential of what you could have. You know? That's the game they were playing. Show their riches, but be stingy with it. So you could believe that one day it would be yours. But they never had the intentions of giving you any of this when you were accepting the breadcrumbs. But now you have changed their entire perspective and scope on things. Like I said, they see the quality of who you are, your value. It's crystal clear to them now. Now they're willing to risk it all, give it all, go down to nothing to have you. But, child, it's too much. That's too much. This is too much. It's too much. This is the reason why. For most of them, it's going to hit a dead end. I don't care what you come with. You can come with a lottery ticket for $1 billion. You like, girl, you're going too far. You're going too far. I'm just saying, it don't matter what they come to the table with now. This is the reasoning why, for some of you, I can't put all of you in the same boat, but I would love to know how accurate I am. Down in the comments, please tell me. For the majority of you, this is the reason why it don't matter what they come back to the table with. It's a no for me, dog. It's a no. Yeah, it's a no for me. Do I need to say it in Spanish? No. Okay, I don't give a fuck. Because it's been too many times. Too many cycles. Too many times waiting for them to show up. Just to be slapped in the face over and over and over again with them breadcrumbs. I mean, it's insulting after a certain point. This will feel insulting. Okay? Oh, boy. I don't understand these people. I do not. I do not. This person thought you were a cubic zirconian. They thought you was Chuck E. Cheese coins. They ain't know you was real goldy. They thought you was gold plated. They ain't know they had the real thing and shit. They ain't know they could take you to the pawn shop and get $1 million, get $1 billion off for you. They didn't know. They didn't know. Damn it. This definitely could be someone's, or some of them. For some of them, this could definitely be the start of a karmic cycle. Okay? The realization of some things. Things are not as they seem. Okay? Yeah. So we have the Ace of Wands. There's definitely a true cycle, a new beginning cycling around. But very different than what this person would have expected from this connection. Now, what they expected is you to be down for the whole bakery, especially since you was accepting the breadcrumbs. Don't beat me up. That's what they said. They would have never expected that you would be like, well, I've manifested something way better already. Okay, I have all of these resources. Do you see me? Can you see me? I know you see me. I'm good. They're not going to expect that. We might have a Looney Tune on our hands, you guys. I'm just saying, with this spiraling out of control card, we might have a Looney Tune on our hands, okay? Baby. So we have the Two of Wands. And this is the habits that have affected this, okay? This person is always looking for a strategy, a way to finesse the next step to getting what they want. That's what the Two of Wands signifies, coming up with a plan. They've always got a plan. To finesse, to move, to do, to accumulate. However, it's never quite right. It's always something there's always some fine print. You know what I'm saying? It's always gray and murky. They always trying to finesse motherfuckers and shit like that. It's a habit of this person's. This is why they just kind of did it habitually. What they did to you. It's a habit. It's done out of habit. And just moving blindly, just as they would with any other relationship prior to this. Okay? It's like second nature to this person, the way that they were moving. This is why they were not able to clearly see you. Child, they may feel like you have hoodwinked them. This is bamboozlement. Yeah. This person is always used to being the one who has the choice. Judgment card in the reverse says, you're wrong, ma'am, sir, bruh, sis. The choice is not yours. The choice never was yours. That is not something that they could clearly see in this connection, right? Can't see the forest beyond the trees. They was deep in the forest with your ass. They never saw this. They feel like you threw them for a loop. I cannot. That is the emotions currently driving this person, that Judgment card in the reverse. Okay? They most certainly feel like the decision should always be theirs. And the fact that they feel out of control is what has them continuously on this loop making these decisions. Okay? We have the Death card. Now that's just that on that. Hello. Your decision is really getting ready to shift and change this person. They've never been in a situation where they weren't able to come back. The death says you can't come back, okay? The shit is dead. You understand? We done had the processional, you know what I'm saying? We done sung It's So Hard to Say Goodbye. Hello? We done got our calla lilies, you know what I'm saying? And full bloom lilies. We done put them shits on the grave and moved on. The death card says that this shit is done. Okay? This is an awakening, you guys. This has shocked the shit out of this person. They would have never expected that they would be a different person after this relationship, because to them, the way it started was just like any other connection that they would have been in prior to now. I mean, it was the same until it wasn't. Oh my God. I'm not laughing at you. I'm not. Please do not start beating me up in those comments. It just gets a little bit comical when people just get surprised that they're not in control. You're not in control of this shit. I'm not in control of this shit. Hello? There's a higher power, ma'am, sir, bruh, sis. I don't understand why you thought you were in control. If you was in control, then fix it. I'll wait. I'll wait. Fix it. Hello? Anybody there? So, this is Dark Night of the Soul, and it's a true awakening. Okay? They will never be the same after this. The relationship status didn't just change. Their whole fucking soul has changed. Nothing will ever be the same for this person. Definitely taught them a very, very tough lesson, but this had to happen because I can almost imagine how many casualties we have prior to you behind they bullshit. See? They're definitely going to fight this, kicking and screaming, but they will have no choice but to move towards this death card. That is inevitable. Okay, this says, been partying with my friends to avoid being alone at home. I told you, they're scared. This person is scared about the forces outside of themselves. They've always been in control up until this point, and now we have this higher power. Now we have, what is it called? What do you call it, Pisces? The divine spirituality. I don't want a part of that. I'm done. They don't have a choice, though. And for somebody who's always used to being in control to not have a choice, baby, spiral out of control, that is an understatement. That's an understatement. We have grass is greener. I need time to see if there's something better, romantic, and options. And that's exactly what they did. So here's what I'm hearing now. Please tell me which group you are in. It's split down the middle. There are those of you who changed this relationship status. You got tired of the breadcrumbs. And then there are those of you who got left, who had this group took the biggest L because you accepted the breadcrumbs and was waiting for a return on your investment just to get left for a third party or for somebody who just says that they're no longer interested, and you feel like you took the biggest L because you did invest way more than this person did just for them to end it first. That's fucked up. Ow. That hurts, you guys. Wow. Definitely sending that group love and light. Both groups, of course. But that second group, whew. Boy, you had a lot to come to terms with within yourself, okay? Before you could even feel well within yourself on a daily basis. You may have been kicking yourself every single day. It's all you could think about. It's just like, wow. For some of you, they may have ghosted you, okay? There was a true rejection in this group in particular, okay? So only take this as a resignation if you are in this group. For the other group, you just got fed up with the breadcrumbs. It wasn't enough. It was never enough. Let me just say that. But after a while, enough is enough. Okay? It was enough time of waiting. You got tired of waiting. That's it. Child, if you in this group, I want to fight them. I cannot believe that. Lots of false hopes and promises never to come because they disconnected from this connection, leaving all of those promises broken and leaving you depleted. You gave a lot more just for this person to end that shit before they ever even made even on what you did. Ugh, that makes me mad. Okay, I'm going over to the extended, all right? I do want to see what emotions is currently driving this person. Now, we know that they're spiraling out of control. What exactly does that entail so that you'll know what exactly you're up against here, okay? I also want to see what you can expect to come about for the near future of this connection. That's more like the outcome of things. We're doing things a bit different in the extended this time. Okay, whether you decide to re-engage with this person or not, what is it looking like? The future of this connection. This is going to give you an idea of what your choice or your decision should be moving forward. We do have an awakening, okay? With the death card. That's why we have to do it a little bit different. We do have an awakening and someone who has already gone through the dark night of the soul, which is more like death of the ego, okay? So potential of union, can't rule that out with something like that. Don't beat me up. That's what I heard, okay? I also want to see what karma is this person or individual scheduled to meet, okay? Because we need to know. I'm curious. What does it look like? We'll also look at their next steps so that you can prepare yourself as well as their intentions. Let's take a look at the subconscious blockages that might be potentially stagnating your growth beyond this cycle. This is why it's showing up. I also want to see the lesson the divine absolutely needed you to learn in this, and have you learned it? We will also look at the blockages that might be keeping you visible and recognizable, to toxicity, okay? We want to change that. So how can you fix it? We will look at that as well. And then we will get right into new love because I'm just saying. Let me take that back. Let me not say I cannot, because some of you might not have entirely cut yourself from this connection, especially if we're talking twin flame here. Who knows, right? We do have an awakening, and that's not very common in these readings. So I won't rule out the idea that there's still a chance here, but we will look at new love for those of you who are no matter what, right? Remember, this merry-go-round has you in a state of, I don't give a fuck what they come towards me with. I don't care. You can bring Jesus himself, and I'm going to tell you no. So we will look at new love if that's you. Let's see what or whom is coming in currently. What's currently approaching you? Only the good, only the new. We will also look at the divine's advice on how you should be vetting people moving forward. What should your stance be in this vetting process to ensure success and ensure you're not just jumping right into a connection with the same person, different face. I also want to see what the potential for union is in this next cycle. We'll also spy a little bit and see what the divine will give to you in reference to signs and synchronicities once you've met your person. How will you know? What will they show you? What will they tell you? What will you hear? What will you feel? Etc., etc. And then we will get advice from spirit in reference to how you can yield and manifest the true life of abundance and fulfillment and happiness, whatever that looks like for you, whatever your recipe is of happiness, how to yield that in the least amount of time. All right, so we have quite a bit to unpack over there, but first, please click that like button if you enjoyed this. Thank you so much for joining me, of course. It's free. Click that like button as well as the subscribe button and the notification bell so you can be notified when I upload for you guys. Now, without further ado, okay, if you're following me over there, I'm going to link it down in the description box, and I hope to see you over there. Let's cut up a little bit.